Hi everyone! This is Porto, home of port wine, and is what influenced the name of the country, Portugal. Porto is one of the best holiday destinations in Europe. Most people come here just for a couple of days, eat, drink, and be merry. But it's not a place where you could just lounge around, relax, and be zen. I find Porto even more intense than Lisbon. Porto, or in Portuguese, O Porto, means city and port. Everywhere you go, you see crowds and crowds of people exploring in different ways. On a Douro River cruise, walk across the Dom Luís I Bridge. Oof. Little Mermaid would have been ecstatic seeing so many feet on the street. Not to mention the hanging Gaia cable cars to visit the famous port wine cellars.
Thank you so much for your attention. Have a nice day. Welcome to Porto. Muito obrigado a todos. Até uma próxima. Valeu.
Are you ready for an intense trip? Let's start at São Bento railway station. Imagine coming to Porto for the first time but arriving inside a museum. The normal reflex of being at a train station is guard your belongings, don't look around like a vulnerable tourist to avoid pickpockets. So I secured my luggage at the hotel and came back another day to really observe the 20,000 ceramic tiles depicting Portugal's past, its royalty, its wars, and its transportation history. When you come out of the station, you can already feel the hustle and bustle. Apart from TUNAs, there are theatres and good old-fashioned cinemas that don't just show Hollywood blockbusters. At every street corner, the architecture takes a different romantic turn. In front of the City Hall, the trees on both sides are perfectly trimmed. I like this part of the city centre. There are these majestic bank buildings that are becoming increasingly rare. Whether it's British luxury brands, French hotels, or Michelin-starred international cuisines, they've all been assimilated into this very classy, proper atmosphere. There are, of course, more affordable and equally enjoyable places to see and eat. Wow, before I turn into this or have my vegetarian friends scream in horror, I found a healthier chain restaurant with vegan choices. They make a great banana bread with nuts and berries on top. What I like most is to go to markets to see what local people really eat. Mercado do Bolhão may still be a bit touristy, but it occupies an entire block in the center of downtown Porto. Its history dates back to 1839, and after a 4-year modernization, this new market reopened in 2022. It has fresh produce, meat, flowers, and plenty of souvenirs that even doggies will approve. Hallelujah! After a few days in Portugal, I'm sure you don't want to taste another fried bacalhau. But in this restaurant, I found a first edition manuscript. Fernando Pessoa's iconic silhouette is everywhere. He's most famous for writing under alternative personas, also known as heteronyms. And each persona not only held a different name, but also a different style of writing. One of his famous quotes is this: "I've decided not just to fill up my stomach, but also my brain." So I paid the University of Porto a visit. The university just celebrated their 112th year anniversary. I love how they seamlessly merge traditions and current issues like climate change and human rights together. This interesting mix can also be found when you shop for unique handmade souvenir. Guess what someone made for me? Everyone comes to Porto pretty much follows the same to-do list. I've probably watched the same YouTube videos as you. But making memories is personal. Like, when the weather was borderline dangerous, my friend and I decided to carry on walking across the bridge. found this little furuncular, take a glimpse of the port wine cellars that are usually super busy. And just appreciate Porto in its stillness. And the silver lining? We managed to have the whole Japanese restaurant to ourselves and have some delicious sushi. In the next video, I promise I won't bring the English weather.